morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome back to Market Check. This is Tucker, also known as Hagrid. Here with Max, here with Jackus. Welcome back, guys. Little pump today. I guess before I get into it, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe. That always helps us out, of course. But yeah, we're gonna dive in. Apparently, it was completely over yesterday. Today we're back. Nothing new. So yeah, we're gonna dive right in, man. We're gonna dive right in. It's a lovely Wednesday here at BB. So let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. I mean, I'm starting to see a little bit of a higher low situation potentially forming. I don't know about you guys. Obviously we have the equity markets pulling back slightly, IWM coming down a little bit. Another kind of sweep of the high, unfortunately, right? Our second one, a bit tragic. But yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy going on. Equities coming down, crypto going up. We've kind of been on reverse schedules recently. So yeah, I guess what do you guys make of it? Are we forming a higher low here, or are we gonna sweep the low yet again? What are we thinking? What are we thinking, boys?
Well, I think that crypto looks fine here. Really simply, like if you were to just draw this out as a range, we're just stuck in a giant range, right? Not to overly complicate things. But at the same time, there is still in my mind a case for a little bit lower. Not even like making a new low, but maybe like 110 or something like that. And some people might think that my reasoning is silly, but I'm really fixated on like the tether dominance chart, leaving behind just a very uncomfortable set of equal highs, right? So for those that are obviously just learning, like stable coins are genuinely like the backbone of this market. They have a perfect negative correlation with crypto. Just think of it as like people are either choosing to hold stable coins or deploy those stable coins in risk assets, anything in crypto. I can't stand that they left behind those highs right there, because a lot more times than not, they will scam this chart in order to perfectly clean up highs before, ripping it down, or I guess ripping it up or something like that. So, like, here's the thing. Trading is not perfect. TA is not perfect. Sometimes it is, but it isn't always. For me, it's one of those things where I say this might be a strong opinion held loosely, where I want those highs to get taken out. I certainly will not be selling any of my crypto assets here and then trying to buy them back on like a sweep of 4.6, right? Which is that first black line that Tucker has.
If you did that, Max, you would pump immediately, by the way.
Immediately. It'd be the first time we left equal highs like that. But I'm not going to do that, right? For me, it's like I'm going to just hold my spot bags. I've got some small hedges in place, things like that. But I'm just going to hold my spot bags. If we take out those highs, that's what's expected. Then we're prepared emotionally. We have our limits set if we want to buy anything else. And, if we just nuke from here and they force everybody who meticulously combs over this chart every single day like I do and has been conditioned to basically expect these sweeps to happen every single time, to leave us kind of just sitting there waiting for something that's not happening and force everybody to chase, we're prepared for that too, because we're not selling here to try to buy back on a little sweep, right? So I think we're much, let me put it this way. We are much closer to a bottom, right, than a lot of people online trying to gauge sentiment would tell you. We are very close to a bottom here, but I could see just one more little stab on tether dominance. But something we were also talking about this morning is something else we were talking about this morning is like when you take into consideration other stable coins like USDC and you add that in with USDT, it does paint a slightly different picture, right? Like the USDC chart is a little different than the Tether chart. Maybe that one matters just as much, maybe not. But anyways.
Yeah, we didn't quite. I mean, we don't have equal highs on this chart, but we didn't quite sweep that either.
No, but I mean like the act, just USDC, not the combo.
I still think in most part it's really the crab saying they are so cute when they fight.
They are cute when they fight. That's the thing.
But yeah, I cannot wait for Q4 just so that I cannot wait for Q1.
I don't like the look of this.
By the way, apparently SBF is back. Let me tell you that there will be degenerates who are happy and will be welcoming SBF back. Just saying.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not what we want.
This space is so mentally ill that some people. By the way, I'm not saying Manish is right, because Manish is our long time loyal enjoyer and follower, but there will be lots of people out there who will be like, yo, SBF, you're my hero, I'm so happy you're back. Can you
whose hero is he? How could he be anybody's hero?
I don't know. Some people like when I was younger, I thought you can help lots of people, but nowadays I understand some people are beyond help. So
I don't know if anybody out there. I don't know if I know anybody out there that's like psyched to see SBF come back, man. Like he wasn't exactly. I don't know. He wasn't exactly the coolest dude when he was around. We were all kind of cool with him because we all liked FTX, and there's a lot of hype around him.
When he was around, everyone adored him. Everyone vilified CZ and glorified SBF.
Yeah, they did. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, that's true. Kind of a need to hang on here for ETH, man. What do you think? Need it. Absolutely need it. I mean,
babe,
I think
please stop buying.
It's
I don't not going up. Double bottom. Guys, I need you to do one thing. And the comment section, you guys can jump into. Give me your best end of the year price prediction for ETH. Who wants to start?
For ETH?
End of the year price prediction for ETH. Closing price.
Hang on. I'm working on
it.
6K.
I like that. It's not the
end of year closing price on ETH.
6K.
Wait, what did you say, Tucker?
6K.
All right.
You want my answer?
Oh, of course.
Oh, cycle top is in.
Oh shit. But beyond that,
I think ETH's closing price could be about 2,900 end of year. Yeah.
2,900.
Good night, sweet prince.
Why so bullish?
No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just joking around. I think like 5,800 seems like a nice level.
58, 6K. It's nice. Let's see the comments. We see, well, Micro Sailor is so bearish, right? 15K. So yeah, but generally I see 15K, then 1,200. I mean, whatever. 4,900. All right, that's basically where we are. That's all-time highs. Saying 4,900 basically can mean we either, because I said closing price, right? It can still mean we pump to new all-time highs, then come back by the end of the year as a retest, potentially 7K, 8K ease by December, 6.5, 5.5, 20K ease. I mean, we would all love that, right? We would all love that by end of the year, but I'm not sure that's realistic. 3,800. Yeah. So it seems like the consensus end of the year is like something between 4.9 to 6.5, maybe 8.
Mm-hmm.
See some 7 to 8.
But now let's do end of Q1. What about end
Oh,
of Q1? Because that's a little
alright.
more interesting.
I would say so. Lots can happen between end of the year and end of Q1
A
next
lot
year.
can happen.
Mhm.
I think by end of Q1 you'll see it over 10K ETH. I do.
Maybe
Mhm.
11.3 max.
I like that number, Tucker. I like it a lot. I'll be honest. I like it a lot more than you probably realize. That's a great number,
Yeah.
I like it a lot more than Cycle Top.
which is already in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Just making sure. I wake up in the morning, I have coffee, I have Zins, and then I tweet Cycle Top is in. And that's my routine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gave up on like having breakfast with my family and like hugging my wife before I leave. I just get right in the car, pull out my phone, and then just tweet Cycle Top is in. You know?
Do you remember that meme when there is that patient and that psychiatrist in that room, and he's in that white clothes, and it's like, so those Cycle Tops, are they in the room with us right now?
Yeah.
I
I mean,
I see.
yeah.
I see 8K end of Q1 by Tate Williams. I see 12K end of Q1. 100K by Q1 Manish. He doesn't hold back. Right. Yeah, so you guys said 10 and 11.3 by end of Q1. I mean, I would love that. And I don't think it's unrealistic either. I would love that. I mean, let's put a horizontal line on sorry, not horizontal, vertical. Sorry. On end of Q1. Yeah, end of Q1 and end of the year. Let's sort of visualize it. And maybe we can like study the past cycle. And obviously you guys know I don't think we move anything like past cycle, but maybe we can study that, right? Because to lots of people it's really unimaginable. But maybe let's study like October 2020 of ETH, right? Because we are running into October, right? So let's study October and what happened afterward.
Mm-hmm. All right, this was October.
Right. Yeah, so not much happened in October, right? But the price was culminating to the upside. And the month closed bullish.
Yeah, and you kind of set up the rest of Q4.
Mm-hmm. And so where did we close by end of the year?
End of the year.
Oh, so the biggest pump really came in Q1. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, we're only at $700, $800.
Yeah.
And then when was this? May. End of Q1, we were at like 2K.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe we can like take the price and extrapolate it to the current one, perhaps, for just for the imagination.
Little fractal.
Yeah.
From where? From the beginning of
Yeah, exactly. Let's start where we are right now, which is end of
here.
coming to end. Yeah, perhaps
Or should I go to end of Q1?
we can do both. We can do Q1 first, and then we can do both, or both at once. And then what has the price done percentage wise?
I mean, that would be, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
you have to adjust it percentage wise, right? So that,
what
for
actually-
example, let's look where the price was end of the year, higher than the prior swing high in August. So like, do you see that swing high on the chart?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how much was the price higher by end of the year?
Right there.
Like 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Approximately, like, yeah. Let's do that, right? Let's see that swing. That
That'd be 10K. I mean, that'd be 10K if you're using that swing high.
Yeah, that's true. Let's do like, let's be conservative and do half of it, right? So let's say it's gonna be 7.5K actually. Why not? Let's put that fractal back on.
Okay. Hang on. From end of September, or from the swing high.
From the end of September.
To end of year.
Yeah, first.
Uh-huh.
Right. And then we will add the rest, perhaps. Right, and then put it at 7.5. I mean, yeah, that doesn't even look too unrealistic to me, not gonna lie.
It doesn't.
I mean, that can even if we were to drop here, slightly, then I mean, that's very much doable. And that's half of it. That's half of the move that it did last cycle, counting in the diminishing returns. So, and maybe we can do the rest, end of Q1. Let's do the same.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can like take the whole fractal now from end of September till Q1 and put it over.
March 30th. Let's do it. All right, so this would be the end of Q1.
Yeah. I think you need to adjust it once again.
I mean, send it with haste. You know what I mean? Send it with aggression. Send it in an unforgiving manner.
You need to, Tucker, you need to adjust it so that it fits the prior fractal, right?
Yeah, but then it's not.
No, to the upside. Just extend it so that the price swings not in time, just to the upside.
You're looking for that, huh?
Oh yeah, now we are talking.
Now we're hitting levels.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Seems like it sort of fits not just by applying diminishing returns, not only applying time, but also the price flips, right? Surprise. And what if we like take the fractal now from end of Q1 2021 and adjust it until the cycle top?
Did someone say cycle top?
So like,
what do you need, Jackins?
take the fractal now
Okay.
from end of September 2020
Mhm.
and take it until the very cycle top. You can just do May. You do not even have to do like
The first top up here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although obviously, time wise, there would still be lots of time, but
All right.
and now adjust so it fits exactly.
Oh no. Hold on. I think I had it for a second.
Oh, I like that. The 4.618, timing, pretty decent. I'm going to lie.
That's crazy. 25K.
Dude, if ETH goes to 25K, like, I don't know. I mean, it's certainly possible if you just think about like what Bitcoin's done in previous cycles, right? And you think about maybe ETH being one cycle behind Bitcoin, and like what would a 3x over the previous cycle all-time high be? Right? It'd be about 15K for ETH.
Mhm.
3x is 20K.
No, because it went to about 4,800 last cycle, right?
Yeah, so
4,800 times 3.
oh, you mean it like that? Okay, then yeah.
Not 300%. I meant 3x.
Yeah.
That would make some sense, right? That would make some sense, like comparable returns. But I think in everybody's head, it's like, oh, like I'll just take 6 or 7K ETH, like that's just give me that, and I'm good, But I think it's one of those things where maybe it actually just goes a lot higher than people think, and the sentiment is so poor that people are just like, I can't take it. Just give me any pump, and I'll be happy,
Indeed. Now I think this was it was a nice representation of what's possible.
Mhm.
Obviously, we shall play it level to level as always, and I do think that unfortunately, I still do think that we have a further down on ease here locally, but then I do think we go higher again. So I think this can still play out even with the current drop sub 4K. So
that'd be so much fun. My sweet frog would finally pump.
Sub 4K, Jackins. Oh no.
That wouldn't even be that bad. It'd probably be so quick. I mean, it would be annoying to look at,
For sure.
but it wouldn't even be that bad. Like, I think we would just recover out of it, like within a matter of like 3 days. We'd be back up here.
I agree.
I think we
so
can
good.
spend some time there. Like
Oh,
I'm ready. Okay, sometime. Let's define it, right? Because if I say sometime, then some people will be like, so we will try until end of the year down there. So obviously not that. But I think like we can spend a week. Like, do you see that little range we've been in at around the beginning of September, right? When ETH was literally ranging for like 14 days.
Yeah.
At the beginning of September, yeah, like that one.
This
Right.
right
Beginning of September.
All right.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
So I do think that like we could do that down there, right? But to really because spending time down there, that would create that mental shift for people. I think V-shaped recoveries, as nice as they are, then that doesn't really take enough to change people's sentiment.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think this type of drop would. I still think it mentally needs to happen for people to capitulate again, to stop believing again, and the market to really hit a fear, because it's not there yet. But then I do think we have a serious repricing for the upside going into next year.
So this is the little range you're talking about, right? Like,
Yeah, like I think that can still happen sub 4K.
mhm.
It's totally fine. Again, not like if we are talking what we would love, right? It's like price, boom, straight up 10K tomorrow. But realistically speaking, yeah, something like that.
I think we deserve straight up in a straight line at this point.
We do. Well, when I look at certain degens in this space, then I think like we deserve 0. But
Yeah, that's true.
but lots of people definitely do deserve the straight up.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want them to, if they're gonna flush it, like I just want them to get it over with already. You know.
I know.
Let's zoom in a little bit. I don't know. Let me. Needs to be this. Needs to be this, man. We could be doing it right here, Jack. Don't you think?
Sorry?
We could be doing that little low vol.
We could be. As I said on Discord, I think we are closer to the bottom or end of this correction than we are to the start of it. But yeah, something of that kind is definitely on the line too.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's gonna take a little bit more time. You know, like I think the fastest way out of this little gully is just a quick drop down. You know, that's the fuel that we need. I think the quickest way out is down first, but
yeah,
if the bottom is already in, then we're just gonna have to sit here for like 2 weeks and get really annoyed with it, I think. So
it is what it is.
I mean, this actually looks really similar. Like, doesn't it? I mean, that's kind of crazy.
I see something there. I see something.
Micro Sailor is right here. Like time is the real enemy. Lots of people fail to incorporate it in their thinking and analysis. Time is essential in the markets because it's time that creates capitulations. It's time that creates breakout from ranges and then the upside for them. So if even if ETH dropped to like 1K here and then we're immediately back up the next hour or next day, that wouldn't change the sentiment. But if you were to do what it has done in this year so far, where you drop down to sub 2K and then you spend multiple days and like 2 or 3 months sub 2K, well, that flipped the sentiment, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here's the only problem I see with this is like that was kind of your consolidation before it ripped, and this was this one. You just came into it, this fell right through it.
Yeah.
So,
No, you're spotting that well.
we'll see. We'll see.
Either way, I think we're close to a bottom.
No worry. Tommy's got you. He's allowed you.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not
Tommy.
going on vacation. Don't worry. I can't afford to go on vacation right now. Okay, you wouldn't.
I think Max needs to go to Europe. When he goes, no, or where does Max go so that the market pumps?
Honestly,
I know there's
Colorado
one
hasn't
place.
been terrible. Like
Which one?
Colorado has not been
Oh,
terrible. I've
okay.
had a pretty good track record of Colorado.
All right. Let's send Max to Colorado.
I'm pretty bearish on Europe, honestly.
Okay. Me too.
Yeah. I'm pretty bearish on Europe. I was in Europe the first week of August last year. When we had that August 5th nuke down to like 49K. I was pretty sure I was in like the Amsterdam airport, and I was just like getting TradingView notifications that my net worth was getting just obliterated. So pretty bearish on Europe.
Your net worth just got cut in half. Have a nice vacation.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Enjoy hauling your like 1.5-year-old around Europe while he's sleep deprived. That's going to be fun.
Well, do you remember when I was going to a vacation in a it was end of April, I think, and we were coming out of the black swan bottom, of the market shakeout, and then I was saying we should be going up, right? But I didn't think that ETH is going to put up those gut candles, and then like it was a vice versa scenario. I was like, I was eager to enjoy it with the people because everyone was tagging me like, Jackies, we are pumping. You fucking nailed it. And I'm like, I'm laying down by the sea, just on the sun with my girlfriend. It's just like nice, and then I'm like, fuck it. It's like market can go both up and down, and it will not leave you peacefully enjoy anything.
You remember. Pepe Garcia remembers. Fantastic memory, Pepe Garcia. Very few remember. But you, Pepe Garcia, you remember. You remember August 5th. An epic jeet that was.
Epic. Just look at the ETH 15-minute time frame.
Oh no, that low jack. Oh my goodness.
Like,
Wait, you're telling me you're not scalping that for 50R per trade?
Yeah, Jack.
Because
It's,
that's a
200R,
skill issue.
50R. That's for newbies, man. You gotta
Oh,
go for
okay.
200R,
I was
man.
gonna say that's a skill issue on your end. If you're not making money in this range, that's
Can you, Tucker? Do you see that last down candle on the left? That 15-minute candle with a wick.
yeah. This one.
Can you do me a line from the top and the bottom of it to the right side?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. From the wick or from the
Both. No, the wick.
yeah. No.
So you've literally now spent 3 days trading within this M15 candle. When you think about it.
Wait, what just happened?
this is premier price action. I think they're gonna squeeze it higher and then rip it lower, honestly. Like I think they'll go like 40. What level? Maybe like even 4,300 I could see.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think 3,900 and then straight up in a straight line for the rest of the year.
You think 43 before 39 max?
I do. I think it's gonna do that, and then it's like that, and then I think they're gonna rip it down, and then it's bull market for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
I think they need just a little bit of hope, a little bit of excitement right there. Then they rug you, then we're so back. But
literally.
It's just, dude, you have to be one with the scam. That's what you
Yes.
have to do. So if you can't be one with the scam, then you're not going to make it. Like, what would be the biggest scam they could run here? They convince everyone that, oh, we just swept the low. Look at, like, they did technically sweep the low. All right, that must be the bottom. Then they're going to pump it to like 4,300. Everyone's going to get really excited. And
That was
then
the
they're
bottom.
actually going to rug you down to 3,900. And
I'm
then
so
they're
out.
going to rip you higher. That's the scam. You need to be one with the scam.
Spoken like a Mr. Yoda. Be one with the scam.
Yeah, it is. And Jack, as you always say this, when you've been here long enough,
Yeah.
you've been hurt so many times.
Yeah.
Some of this manipulation becomes predictable. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't always work out, but like, how can they hurt me here? They can get
I
me
know.
really excited at 4,300, and then they can rug me, and
There
then
is
they'll actually rip it from 3,900, right?
there is only one more way they can hurt you. So you'll, and I'm proud, you're getting in line with the scam. But there
You
is
have
still
to be
that
one.
part when they will pump it and they'll make you feel like it's the bottom, like other people. You will pile in because you'll be like, previously you would think this is going to happen. Then
Mhm.
they'll print the chart so that they will make you feel like that actually was the bottom. You will ramp up your leverage or something. Then what you thought was going to come will actually come. You will get scared. You just adjusted your leverage. You will sell that bottom, and then you'll be like, I knew it was going to happen, but you fucked it up. That's the last part.
Or they send it to zero.
Or they send it to zero and
Yeah.
cycle top is in.
And cycle top is in. That would suck too. I don't know.
Listen, I always have some play in mind. And there are like on each little bounce, there's people like, Jackies, what is the bottom is already in? What if? And and it's really challenging. And I'm just gotta say, you gotta be patient. Just gotta be patient. Get in line with the scam.
Mhm.
The scam will play out, and then it plays out, and then it moves. So I think again, bulls are definitely more right than bears, and but gotta give the room for the scam to play out.
Yeah, I kind of like that actually, Max. Look at that. That's
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense from a technical perspective. Like, I think it's most likely going to happen that way. Like, they will rip you up 4,300. I don't think they'll go higher than that. I think
What if they go
4,300.
to like? What if they go like 4,500? Would it make you believe that that was the bottom?
That would absolutely convince me, but that almost feels a little bit too high.
That maybe is the level they gotta push it though. To be like, yeah, that's where they'll think that was it and pile back in, and that's where you're in
Is that actually your expectation or just like a fun thought? Like, do you actually think 4,500?
No, but I've seen that before.
Because I don't think we should get above the point of origin of that sell-off. Like
No, but that
where
can
we
still
sold off
happen.
from was 44.30.
I could still see that because that's where everyone will have their stops.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. Imagine that 4,500 down to 3,800 and then like 10K. Ugh, too much pain. Too much, simply too much pain.
I lived through it, Gandalf, every single day, 3,000 years ago till now.
I don't think 4,500 is coming. I think that would be painful though.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
That feels like too much to me personally.
What a straight up candle to 10K from here. I would be happy.
Yeah, I would be very happy too. I could really use a candle like that in my life right about now, but
It
I don't think
reminds
we're
me.
quite there.
It reminds me the old saying. What is the cure to male depression? Is it a gigantic bull reversion to the upside?
Yes,
Indeed.
literally. I don't know. I could see
Yeah,
like a low time
Liam,
frame bounce here.
Liam,
That's
you think you're joking, but it's actually not a joke.
you guys haven't figured it out yet. Like, Jackus is not a real human. Like, he's AI. He's been AI for a long time.
Indian AI.
Indeed. Yeah.
Correct.
What's Soul bottoms in, Jackus? Eh?
It's a nice level. I will admit, it's a nice
A
level.
nice level, but have you capitulated on Sol yet? I don't think so.
Yeah, here's the thing. Tucker, go scroll back on your chart for me. Could you mark out like some of those highs from early 2024? Or yeah, kind of like right there. Like
Mhm.
there, and then the ones right below it, like just a few lines, like that kind of region. I think as long as you're holding this area, I would even allow you down to like 190, you know, as long as you're holding that area, you're fine on Sol. Now, that can be a big drop locally. I mean, locally, people will say the cycle top is in, but I will say it's not that bad. Like, that's just a bigger, higher time frame pullback. Like, it's a giant stair step up. It's been in a high time frame uptrend since April, right? And it's just stair stepping higher. So
I think it will sort of start to do like BNB post March 24, like that scammy range here.
mm,
Do you know what I have in mind?
I know what you're talking about. So you think you're gonna flush hard?
No, I think we already like got some flush. Maybe we flush a little bit more, but like it's gonna be like a scammy range where nothing happens. People will be like, no, we're pumping to new all-time highs, and then there'll be like, yeah, this is clear distribution, and then crap will be like, they're so cute when they fight.
They're so cute when they fight.
Snip, snap.
Yeah, I could see a little lower. But I could see everything a bit lower, right? It's not like a Sol exclusive thing. Sol was pumping the hardest. Sol had the most to puke, right? If the market was going to flush, which obviously it did.
You'll definitely need to go to the gym based Bailey to be able to lift up all your bags because they are getting heavier by the day. So I highly recommend the trip to the gym.
Yeah, there's really no great area on. I mean, Sol kind of trades like Bitcoin, and this like kind of reminds me of
Can you
like,
put BTC down under Sol?
yeah, you want it under. I mean, it just like a candle like that, you know what I mean? You know. some of that. But yeah, hang on, put it down there.
Who is they is exchanges, market makers, and whales. Done.
All right. What time frame, Jackus?
This one. I just wanted to see it visually.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. I still think realistically BTC breaks from this low volume period to the upside, and it's going to lift. Not maybe immediately, but it's going to lift Sol, and I think Sol trades at 800 before the cycle is over. But it's not going to be like straight up.
Mm-hmm.
What is BNB doing today? Is it still holding up well? I feel like it was holding up pretty damn well.
I'm thinking, how high does BNB go if it's at 4 digits and nobody still cares?
No one's talking about it, man. Nobody. It's crazy. Nobody seems to care.
I'm like, where will people finally start to care? Like, does it have to be 2K, 3K? What is it?
CZ's like, I'm gonna make you care. 10K.
Nah, that's too much, right?
Are you asking?
The newsletter is out from Monday. Yes, be sure to check spam folder and all of the folders just to be sure. But it's out. Apologies, guys. It's like sometimes I'm like what is the right word for it? Like people are mad that I'm not talking, and sometimes I talk too much, I suppose. I had a coffee, so maybe that's the reason.
Jackus, you can talk as much as you'd like. The alpha just pours out, you know. If people don't like it, that's a personal issue on their end, you know.
It's your fault.
They
Definitely
just don't
not
like
ours.
making money. I don't know.
All right, I'll shut up. It's your fault.
No, speak more.
No. I'll let the comment section just witch hunt the heavy duty Charlie.
I think you're getting close here on hype to bottoming, probably. In here.
Money's got it.
I forgot to turn Jackus off. Yeah.
Yeah, hype definitely took a hit due to Aster launch, but when you actually compare it to like Sol, it's very similar type of movement. Brock.
Oh, yeah. That's real. Do we have Aster on here yet? Oh my god. Looks good, you know, I mean.
Here's the thing. Here's the only thing I don't like about Aster. And I'm not like rooting against it, just to be super clear. I hate when everybody starts talking about the same thing. And you don't ever want to be like I'm just gonna fade consensus guy. That usually doesn't work that well. And you also don't want to be an it already pumped guy. But it just seems like the rest of the market's been shit. This thing's been pumping alone. I'm interested in this chart, but I kind of want people to stop yapping about it just for like a week or two. You know, that's it. Nothing crazy. So Supply said, I heard that, Max. You didn't hear shit. You don't know what you're talking about. But props to you for hearing it. That's hilarious.
Did he hear the close?
I think he heard it. I think he heard the top pop off and then close it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious that you just heard that. I turned the camera off for the kids, you know. You want people to stop yapping so you can cope that you missed out. No, I'm not coping. Like, I don't care. There's a new ticker that has been running every week for the entirety of this cycle. I'm more like I'm bullish on the concept of like these perp dexes, right? Obviously, Hyperliquid has been huge this cycle. It was inevitable that there's going to be, you know, big competitors coming in. I think it's more just like there's just a lot of social buzz around it right now. And I think there's a lot of people that are up a lot on it right now. And I'd like for people forget this. Every new project, every meme coin, doesn't matter what it is. They all have like that moment when it flushes 40 to 60% minimum, you know? They all have it. And that it's not a death sentence or anything. Like nothing goes straight up forever. You're going to get huge washouts. I just haven't seen a washout on this chart yet. Like if I'm still interested in it when there's a washout, because I didn't buy it early because it was the weekend for me. And I truthfully don't even have any money sitting there on the sidelines, like barely any. You know, like if I'm still interested when that washout comes, whether it's from $3, $5, $6, it doesn't matter. You know, just whenever that flush out happens, that's when I take position, right?
Yeah, I mean it looks like a crazy chart, man. Like I think it probably goes higher from here. We'll see. You kind of hit the 1618, but
You did on other exchanges, I
Yeah.
think. I was just doing that. I think. Wait, I did it on the KCX, but I think on other spot charts you did. So if you just type in not the perp chart, but
not the perp chart.
yeah, then it should be a precise reaction there.
Wow. Yeah. How much did you pull back though? Let's see.
Not much so far.
No, not a usual. Let me put this on. It's actually pretty clean. You kind of use this right here.
Dude, it's been trading like an animal. Like there's no question about it. But just give me flush from wherever. And if I happen to have money sitting there available, which I probably won't because I'm fully deployed right now, then maybe I'm interested.
Mm-hmm.
So
You want to do Pepe Max?
no.
No.
And the reason not is because the likes are in shambles. And I'm just like, and you know what? I would actually prefer that people capitulate on their Pepe. Dude, we don't even have 100 likes on YouTube, man. Holy crap. Every day I get unsolicited comments from people. Like, my ex is just a nightmare, man. And they're like, ooh, Max is bullish Pepe. Like, memes have already pumped. Like, that's what they say to him. They're like, memes have already pumped. Like, clearly, like, you don't know how to rotate. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no, you're probably right. You know, you're probably right. That sounds good. So I'm just kind of like, you know, all right, dude, I blocked this guy who just commented on the stream on X because I blocked him for freakish behavior is what I did. Dude, how in the world? I'm just going to address this once because I already blocked you because you're acting like a freak. So I'll put the comment up so you guys can see it because I actually want to address this. This guy is just, I blocked him because he just kept saying that over and over again. Dude, nobody sold that token on you besides probably people watching the stream. Nobody on the team was even permitted to buy it. The token was made as a prerequisite in order for us to expand our reach and stream somewhere else, right? It's a totally speculative meta. Hopefully it does well. We'll see what happens, right? If anybody, I was explicit, if anybody on the team bought that thing, which they didn't even know about it beforehand, that was intentional. If you can prove to me that anybody on the team did something unethical surrounding it, they will be immediately publicly fired from this business shamefully. That is my promise to you. So enough yap from you. It's like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, look at the whole meta. Be objective about it. Like, it's
Wait,
insane, man. Like, you
want
log on here just to say that to me like 6 times in the past 12 hours. The fact
you
that I
want
remembered your username was enough. Insane.
you want degens to be objective and unbiased?
Dude, it's just like, you want to know why like people leave this space forever is because of stuff like that. Like, eventually people are just like, I'm just done. Like, I'm just done trying to like show up because it just becomes so like, I hate this word, but like toxic, you know?
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. I actually said this to my wife recently because like my ex algo is just crazy, man. People send me DMs, they comment on shit like, oh, you're a scammer. Like, oh, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, if you're gonna call, I should have been one for how much I get called, you know, like an idiot or a scammer
Yeah.
or stuff. I might as well have scammed everyone for millions because like at least then it would be true. But I'm sitting here like not having done anything, and everyone's like, you're an idiot, you're a retard, you're a scammer, and I'm like, none of that's true. I've said this before. You know how many chances I've had to dump on my followers' heads for millions of dollars and I've never done it. And instead I'm here just like holding the fort down, man. Just holding the fort down. But then I still get called all these names.
That's the worst. Is
I
that
should have done what they said I was going to do, walked away with millions and been like everybody else. But I guess not. You know? No respect. And that's why, if you guys were around last cycle, where did all the big accounts go from last cycle? Where did all like the top guys go from you know, last cycle? They all make money and then they're like, I'm done getting trolled by a bunch of like anonymous guys online. There's a better life for me out there, you know? I'm just saying, be careful. Be careful. You guys, like, you don't know what you have till it's gone. Like, what's the alternative, right? Maybe you have to deal with us, but I promise there's a lot worse out there, you know?
the alternative is what we have today on CT because people didn't behave. But yeah, you get what you what you deserve, and unfortunately we are deserving what we are getting because people don't appreciate enough people that should be appreciated and then glorify, exactly like I spoken about this today when we started, that there will be people that will glorify SBF coming back. They'll do it, and that's the wrong thing, and they've done it before. So Yeah, it's annoying.
Dude, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. But it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of like I usually ignore it, but just once in a while I'm like, holy shit, like someone is just a gnat, you know,
You're
just
like, I'm gonna explain this with logic and reason, and then those people don't have any logic and reason.
dude. And
But yeah,
Jackus, I've noticed there's like a couple guys that have tried to come after you at periods in like the past few months. And I'm
yeah.
like, or even further back, man. And I'm like, dude, these people are pathetic. Like they I don't even know where they come up with these like just grandiose ideas, you know. I'm like, if you're coming after Jackus for like look at Jackus's Twitter feed, like look at what he posts. To like take a look at what he posts, making like a good honest effort and be like, yep, time to attack this guy and call him like a scammer. Like you have mashed potato for brain. Like you're just it's mush up there. There's nothing. It's just like buttery mush, you know? I don't know. It's it's a tough predicament to be in because anybody can say anything and they don't have to stand by their words, right? That's the tough part for us is like the cost of communication is zero. And people online that don't have a platform can just say whatever they want and like there's no repercussions for it. And it's a very unnatural like it's a very unnatural, unhumane way to go about life because like you wouldn't go into your work, right, and just like say anything you wanted and get away with it. You know, like you have to stand by your words and your actions. But on Twitter, you can say whatever you want if you don't actually have a platform or a business. And you can just delete those or like doesn't matter, you can say whatever you want. But if you're with your group of friends, you can't just slander somebody and say whatever you want and get away with it and expect them to still be friends with you. In your place of work, you can't do that either. Like wherever you go, you can't go to your gym and just start like cursing people out. You'll get kicked out, like anything. But on Twitter, you can say whatever you want if you don't have a platform and you don't have to stand by it and there's no consequences for your words, which is not how we were designed to communicate with each other. So that's part of the problem is like you can just a lot of these people can just do or say whatever they want and there's this alligator infested moat of protection around them, you know? But then you
There's this
scare off the
thing
good guys, you know?
called the internet muscles.
Yeah.
And
Keyboard warriors.
yeah, and what do you think of an like an ID social platform, of the idea
Of a what?
of an ID social platform where like people have to, where only people are allowed to go with their IDs?
Yeah, I think that would. So here's the thing. I think that the idea.
So like what it would do though, obviously I'm not saying how to do it. I'm just saying like if there's a concept where you have the social media and then there is like you have to upload your government ID, and then there is no way to create a new profile, right? And so there are no bots, or if they are, on fake people, because some people will do it, of course, but they cannot make like multiple bots. And if you say something, it's literally under your name.
So I actually think it's a great idea, and it would solve all of the problems that I just described. Where maybe you have to pay like even $1 per month. So like everybody can afford it, but like there is some barrier to entry. $1 per month, very small. And it has a government ID, right? So like it's legitimate communication. It is exactly that would solve everything. And I think that we've pushed like the veil of anonymity too far online, where like even random ass people, they're like, oh no, like I would never dox who I am. And I'm like, that's because you say freakish things. Like if you actually had to like be a human and like be who you actually are in real life online, you wouldn't say 99% of the things that you say, you know? So people can be whoever they want to be online, right? They can pretend they look a certain way. They can have a totally different personality than they have in real life. And I think that that causes a lot of problems. But I don't think anybody would sign up for it because we've taken advantage and spoiled ourselves so much with this veil of anonymity. People have gotten so addicted to the like, I can say whatever I want and I don't have to stand by it and don't have any consequences. I
By
don't
the
think
way,
there's any going back. But I'll tell you, it really does. Not everybody wants to put up with it, right? Like not everybody wants to put up with it. And that turns a lot of people away. And I'm just telling you guys, like, look who's out there. You know, like some people love the internet drama and like the beef and the banter. Like other guys just want to like have a somewhat peaceful time and be constructive. Like don't go scaring off guys with good intentions. Cause I promise, like, I remember last cycle, like a lot of those guys from last cycle, they just disappeared. You know, they come back once a quarter and maybe say something, you know, they just, you know, they're like, dude, it's not for me anymore, you know? So be careful with your words, man.
obviously, like there is the bad part of it, right? And as I said before, I'm, and I think you pointed very well, Sosofly. And it's something like, as I said, I do not know how to implement this so that it would be not misused, of course, right? Of course. And I didn't say like I'm up for it to do it straight away. I'm just saying like, what do you guys think of the idea, and so forth? Because like there is, exactly like people always, especially in nowadays world, it's like you always have to take sides and be like, yeah, this is good or bad, and there is nothing in between. And I think it has its pros and it has its cons. And there are good ways to do it and there are bad ways to do it. Just like, water isn't like good or bad. You need water to live, but you can drown in water. So generally speaking, we do have some issue, like Twitter nowadays is a cesspool. Let's not sugarcoat it compared to what it was. And Max, you said it right. Like I remember when I was joining Twitter, it was something new, something else, something where people were communicating, helping each other, and trying to get better. Obviously, there were still some people with bad intentions, but it wasn't nothing like it is today. After 2021, it's a cesspool. And but unfortunately, there is no better alternative. So you can still, it's sort of like, well, okay, I'm not gonna go that road, but yeah, it's you can complain about it because it could get better, but again, that doesn't mean I would stop using it immediately. But yeah, I also saw many people stop using it because they're like, why would I provide value here? There is no incentive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I think there's an issue with like the anonymity has been exploited, you know. It's not natural. Like you should have to stand by your words and your actions, the things that you say, your behavior. That's how society functions, you know. So like some guy comes on and he's like, you know what, I'm down bad because of my own actions. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attack somebody. All right, let's go to BB. Oh, scammer, idiot, retards. Look at these guys, you know, like, ooh. And I'm just like, dude, like who are you? Like, if you and I met in person, you would never say those things, you know? You would never say that. You'd be like, oh, hey, what do you like? What's going on with this? Like, I bought here and like I'm nervous. And I'd be like, oh, here's what I think, you know, and we would just like talk, right? Like, when have you ever been in like a public setting and had someone just like come up to you and randomly say something like that without even addressing you, being like, hey, how's it going, man? You know, like it doesn't exist. And that's the problem. Anyways, whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but it's like we're not going to solve the problem. It's just like, man, you guys wouldn't believe it. Like it's so much worse than, unless you have like at least 5 or 10K followers, like you wouldn't even understand it, man. It is just, but it's also countered by a lot of really cool people. Like a lot of you guys are super, super cool. And that's what keeps us going, is like the support, right? And you guys know our intentions. It's just, some people are freaks. I don't know how else to put it. There's only one word to describe it, and it is freakish. Down bad, freakish behavior. But with that said, let's look at Pepe. Tucker, would you be a gentleman? Pull up the frog.
Oh, you want me to pull up the frog?
Yeah, I do. I definitely do.
I gotcha. All right. Looks the same as E on the 15-minute.
I don't know. It's just waiting for ETH to recover. You know, when ETH finally goes into price discovery, that's when it will happen, right? But I do think it is going to make new highs. And I also will say the most encouraging thing that I'm seeing right now out of Pepe is the Pepe ETH pair. I think that thing looks pretty constructive.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just ranging on the first all-time high after that Binance pump where it went to like 1.4 billion. It's ranging on top of that previous all-time high.
What I'm sad on is that there is no Pepe BTC pair for some reason.
Well, you can make one.
You can make one, yeah.
A market maker.
Floored, baby. Floored.
Yeah. Looks that way.
Can you invert the chart, Tucker?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's getting ready to collapse when you flip it.
Yeah.
Might take a little bit of time, but that's not a trend line. But I do like the attempt.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not a trend line.
No.
That's not a trend line. That's a fake trend line. I can't let you get away with that one.
Oh, no.
that doesn't seem accurate to me.
That's a nice range.
That's beautiful price action.
Can we reach the top of it?
Yeah, where's the point of control, Tucker? There we go. We'll test the point of control. Very nice.
0 or something. What?
All right, guys. I'm going to take us out.
All right.
Guys, thanks for being here. As always, do us a favor on your way out. Hit that like button and also subscribe if you are new to the channel. Reminder, that link right up top, right above Tucker's chart, right above Chucker's chart. bbterminal.com, guys. We built out a better version of Deck Screener. Custom tools, indicators, wallet tracking, things like that. 100% free. Consider making the switch. We've got state-of-the-art order execution coming very, very soon. I think we're going to be beta testing it on the 29th and then probably public release very, very early October. So, guys, consider making the switch. And then if you really want to take things to the next level, check out the link in the description below to becausebitcoin.com/premium, where you can browse our premium products. The flagship one as of right now is going to be our Discord, guys. If you like Market Check, we do 2 private conference calls every single day. It's basically 2 private versions of Market Check, one at the New York Open and one at the New York Close. We do kind of a roundtable discussion, screen sharing, chart requests. We've got TA channels and positions channels where we update you guys on everything we're seeing in these markets. But guys, at a minimum, leave us a comment, leave us a like, show some love on your way out, and we will see you guys tomorrow for another episode of Market Check. Everybody have a great day. Stay safe and take care.
Tired of outdated trading tools, confused charts, dozens of tabs, endless stress? You're not alone. Introducing BB Terminal, your all-in-one command center for crypto trading. Track your portfolio, monitor the markets, stay ahead, all in one place. From chaos to clarity, from struggle to success. BB Terminal.